Each year, the United States Harness Raiders Association celebrates the top performers in the entire country at a fancy schmancy banquet. This year's gala took place just last week in Orlando, Florida. And at that awards gala, Stan Bergstein was honored. Let's find out about Stan, his life, and his impact in harness racing.
Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The reward of a thing well done is to have done it." And is there any man who can claim to have done so many things so well as Stanley F. Bergstein? Despite early exposure to its most charming aspect, the county fair, Bergstein felt no particular lure to Standardbreds until his position at the Daily Racing Form put him in close contact with the sensational world of the Chicago Raceway Circuit. Bergstein's near photographic memory and tremendous recall for statistics and minutia made him a skilled reporter, a smooth public relations man, and a master of capturing an unfolding event and then translating it into words. Bergstein has called nearly every classic event in the sport. Hambletonian, Little Brown Jug. Not only was Bergstein calling races, he was putting them together as race secretary and deserves endless credit for instituting the claiming system of classifying racehorses, popular to this day and the backbone of every harness racetrack in North America. If those skills sent him on his way in harness racing, it is a mark of this great man that he has entered into nearly every aspect of the sport and not just excelled in them, but improved them during his tenure. To recite his achievements, accomplishments, and accolades takes a double lungful of air, but here are some of the highlights. As the initial head of a fledgling organization called Harness Tracks of America, Bergstein has held steady at the helm for close to 40 years. Stan is responsible for making Hoofbeats an award-winning color publication. Created the Harness Racing Institute, the North America Harness Publicists Association, the HTA Art Auction, which benefits a collegiate scholarship fund, the John Hervey Awards to encourage media recognition of harness racing. Started the Harness Racing Hotline, the Stakes Guide, the experimental ratings, and was instrumental in the creation of the care and training of the Trotter and Pacer, the sport's only Bible, as well as both the World Driving Championship and the Junior Driving Championship. As an owner-breeder, Bergstein owned the great millionaire pacer Doc Speller, among others, and has counted racing's great competitors as his close friends. He is the only person ever to be named to both harness racing's Living Hall of Fame and the Writers Hall of Fame. He's been given the William H. May Award, the Harry L. Strauss Lifetime Achievement Award, the Proximity Award, the Golden Pen, the Good Guy, and the Harness Horse Youth Foundation Service to Youth Award. He's been named Harness Horseman of the Year, but qualifies as Harness Horseman of the Millennium. He's stopped on the street by young and old because fans remember his 12-year run as the voice of New York OTB television, or as commentator for dozens of harness racing television shows from Detroit to Los Angeles to Chicago. Bergstein has tirelessly promoted the relationship of harness racing and television, and has been an integral part of almost any and all coverage that exists today. But mostly, we know Stan because he is us. Or rather, the best parts of us. The pure spirit, the keen interest, the unfailing stamina, the unquestioned loyalty, the literal and figurative heart of harness racing. Stan Bergstein.
Wow, what an amazing man. Thank you, Stan, for all that you've done.